Gigabyte aquaponics and backyard gardening. Natural, organic, and pesticide free. We grow food that's good for you and me.
Hi, Anthony from Gigabyte Aquaponics. Just setting up a new single IBC system, which I'll probably plumb out to 2 beds. I'll just show you where I'm up to. Now, because I'm going such a small system, this is the pump I've decided. It is 15 watts, 1200 litres an hour, and a nice 3-year guarantee. Now, I wouldn't go any smaller than this because this is only just working to what I need it to be. I'll show you the water flow. Okay, so this is the single IBC system that I'm building. It's a rather large sump, and I've also doubled the height and the capacity of the grow bed, so we get some more filtration in here. She's about half full of 3/4 inch gravel at the moment, standpipe, and that is the water flow rate for 1200 litres an hour, which is plenty enough to get the siphon starting and finishing without adjusting any taps, without adjusting anything. And all I've used is this standard rubber hose, a couple of elbows to get it nice and neat in there. I had added taps just in case I needed to reduce the throttle, and I've also got this another tap which sprays into the water in here in case I needed to throttle it back. But with everything going flat out, it's working well. Now this next bed here, the bottom is just going to be a stand with no sump. This will be filled with gravel linked into this bed, and this will drain into this sump. And that's also a one that's cut twice as high. Okay, now this IBC has been troubling me because I don't know what to do with it. So what I've decided is to hook up a pump on the bottom of my radial flow filter, like Rob Bob's just done, which I love that idea. Good work, Rob. And I'll pump the fish waste. I'll turn the system off and let it all settle for a good hour or two. So all the fish waste settles to the bottom. Hook up a pump, draw out all the solids and all the crappy water into this tank, fill her up, and then when I need to use this on the gardens, I'll relocate the pump off the outlet down here and then spray that onto all of the veggie gardens. So it saves wasting water, and it uses up a spare IBC. Originally I was going to plumb all of this into the large system, so we'd have another fingerling tank going into these 2 beds, but I think I might just keep it separate. But because this system is so close to my primary system, it's in reach of the backup system, so I'll run off a 12 volt bilge pump into here, or either a 12 volt bilge pump with a Venturi or a 12 volt air blower. So we've still got our backup redundancy. Yeah, so we're getting there. I'll give you an update when it's all finished. And this is my lovely little daughter Phoebe. Phoebe, say hello. Say hello to the YouTubers. She's a bit shy. And yeah, these are the 3 beds that I've just planted out. I haven't labelled them, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's all corn, white corn or black corn. This one is a mixture of trying to think now. Pretty sure this is full of carrots. And this one is zucchinis, Lebanese cucumbers, and a couple of watermelons to hang over the side. So all I've done, as you would have seen in the previous clip, I put a layer of mulch down, or actually I put a layer of paper down first, and then I put a layer of mulch, then filled it full of good organic soil, then a layer of chicken scratchings out of the chicken yard on top to act as the mulch, and then given it a generous sprinkle of dynamic lifter, which you might still be able to see, and then watered it all in. So yeah, this is the spring garden so far. Everything's growing pretty sweet actually. And over the back there you've got garlic and corn. Garlic up the back, corn in the middle, more garlic. And then these beds over here are a mixture of beetroot and sugar beet, which we're going to try and make our own homegrown sugar, and a couple of mint plants in there to stop the cats digging up. And this one is going to be just chockers full of strawberries. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 10 strawberry plants in this bed, and a lone rainbow chard which didn't have a home, so he's got a home now. And the quails are happily playing in there. Just put in a couple of buckets of sand for them to do some dust baths, and they're loving it. And that feeder is actually Rob Bob's design. I'll come and show you how it works. So I don't know if you can see in there, but the quail are so small, that's a 90mm outlet. The quail can actually just walk in there, have a feed, then come back out. And then obviously as the feed drops, the feed container fills up at the bottom and they continue to mung away. I also throw in all the lettuce that's gone to seed, which they just love. And up here the nesting boxes, which is one for the chooks, full of shredded paper, and the birds love it. So we got 2 males having a go. It's one thing with quails you need to be aware of: you can't have too many males or they will attack each other. You need a good, I think it's 2 males to 4 female ratio, otherwise the females just get raped to hell and the males will kill each other. Right, that's it for now guys, enjoy. Alrighty, part 1 of the system is completed. This middle one is online, pumping, cycling. I've just put a couple of goldfish in there for the moment. Hooked up a little tap overflow just to take off some of the pressure so the siphon would stop. The bell siphon's up here. Water flow is over here. Everything's a bit wilty because it's in root shock at the moment, but it'll come good. And I've started to wire up the tomatoes up the fence on both sides. Now I had a change of plans per my last video. Instead of using this one as a sump or wastewater tank, it's just on a dodgy stand at the moment. I'm going to make up a brick stand or Besser block, cinder block, wherever you're from. Get it at that height. That will be the fish tank. Run a slow from there to there to there, back to this sump, back to here. That gives me expansion that I can slowly and surely take over the missus's pretty garden with more aquaponics all the way down. The deal is, if she can fill up a heap of them with her own pretty plants and flowers, then that's fine. And to make it look less ugly, I'm going to try and find some old fence palings and clad it up, give it a nice stain. But this one's surprisingly good, it's very cheap. The pump was only $40. The rest I had laying around. Crappy aeration pump in there, which is all I had. Doesn't really need it because we get the air from the when it cycles. That tin has the air pump under it, just to keep it out of the weather. Now, I know people are going to give me grief, but this is my wiring solution. It's an upside down jar with the connections in there all taped up, so water can flow over it but not up. Well, as far as I know, water can't flow up. And there's a similar one here. An old jar, shoved all my leads in there and taped it. So that's waterproof. Well, rainproof. So I think it's looking good. I should also mention, I plugged in an inverter into the solar system, into the panels up there. inside the greenhouse just there, I've got a couple of deep cycle batteries which aren't really doing anything. They run the backup system for the primary system, but because this pump is only 10 watts, I figure I'll just chuck an inverter in and run this one 100% solar. So there we go, a 100% solar IBC system. For the moment, just to cycle it, I've got 2 half-foot size goldfish in the sump, and then once I stabilise this, stabilise it, paint it, do a fish roof, and gets me overflows and slows happening, then I'll look at getting another stock of silver perch, most likely, because they're just bulletproof and they're tasty as. Alright, that's enough for this clip. Let's give you a quick another walk around over here. These are in for the girls, make it look pretty. Chives. I grabbed a garlic out of the garden just to see how it would go. Some corn shoots, silver beet. This is a something chick plant, don't know. The one at the back there is a bird of paradise. I don't know how they'll go in aquaponics, but because it's flood and drain, everything should work. So yeah, no, I hope you enjoy this one. You can do it on solar and you can do it cheap. Catch ya.